The handstand push-up program for this cycle is 5 rounds of 3 to 6 reps of a handstand push-up variation and 10 to 20 reps of a Superman press. The reps are low because I want you to choose a harder variation than you normally do. In the last cycle, we had 8 to 15 reps. We're gonna go a lot lower and work on our strength with this. We're gonna do a set on the 3 minutes. So we start off with an elevated push-up. So this could be a bed, a couch, a set of stairs. And it's gonna be elevated up, the hands are here, abs are on. So let's not arch our lower back, have our abs on, and touch our body to the object and come back up. So I'm trying to focus on keeping my shoulders squeezed together, not shrugging as I do this. Next is a toe push-up. We set our hands about shoulder width on the ground. We focus on what our core is doing, touch our chest to the ground, come straight up to straight arms. Every rep. We need that full range of motion. The deficit push-up. So I'm picturing that this is some books elevated off the ground, and you're gonna try and touch your chest towards the ground. When we set up our hands, we wanna make sure that our shoulders are on top of our wrists as we go down and up. So we're abs on, chest to the ground, we come up on top, not pressing back. We really try and focus on a strong core for this exercise. The pike handstand push-up is when we elevate the feet on an object, like a bench, like a box, like a couch. We want to try and achieve like 90 degrees at the hips, and then we touch our head to the ground and have the tripod where the head and the hands form a triangle. So we don't let our head go in between our hands, we want to have it in front. So one thing about this, we'd like to have straight legs, but it depends how mobile you are in your hamstrings and also how high this object is. Just do your best. So we walk ourselves in with straight legs as possible and touch your head to the ground and press through. Head to the ground, press through. You can also make this deficit too. So like 2 sturdy books and put your head lower than the books. Okay guys, so the next level up is a wall facing strict handstand push-up. And this exercise actually has a lot of different levels. So the further away you go from the wall, the easier it becomes. So if you want to challenge yourself and you're able to, bring it in closer to the wall. We also need to maintain a tripod with this. So what I mean by that is your hands are on the ground, your head would need to make a triangle, not a straight line. So your head would go in front, not directly in line. And what I mean by making this easier and harder is that the closer my hands go to the wall, the harder this will be to do the push-up. The further away, a little bit more achievable. The next level up is actually a deficit wall-facing strict handstand push-up, where we get some sturdy books, something very sturdy that you can actually get your head down lower towards the ground. And it's not uncommon for your hair to fall out when you do this exercise. It's that hard. The Superman press is laying face down on the ground with a broomstick on the back of your shoulders, essentially where you do a back rack for a back squat. So we grab it as narrow as you can, the wider will be a bit easier. And the focusing is on pushing and pulling the broomstick back. Also, so abs are on. So we're not doing an excessive arch in our lower back. We're focusing on abs being on, squeezing the glutes and opening the chest, and we press, straighten arms and pull back. We're trying to maintain this position as we do this for the whole 60 seconds. With the Superman press, if you don't have access to a broomstick, I'll still get you to do the same thing. We're going to retract and try and press it in that straight line up as much as you can. So they look very similar. We're here in the position, squeeze and try and press and try and bring back. One of the warm-ups that's going to accompany a handstand push-up in this cycle is a wrist push-up. I just want to show you guys how to do this really well because it's easy to miss some of the details. So for starters, you spread the fingers Spread the fingers as much as you can. The thumb is off the ground. And then we're trying to go up as high as we can, but keep those first knuckles on the ground. So to make it easier, you bring your knees in closer to your hands. To make it harder, you bring it further away. And we need to keep the wrists underneath the shoulders as we do these reps. Control up and down, don't just go down fast.
Fuck yeah!